Hey everybody, Doug with First Response Land. Just wanted to make a quick video. It's actually going to be a little bit longer towards the end, but you don't have to watch that point if you don't want to. It's just going to be some video that I found that I realized we never put together from a storm a couple weeks ago. But the main point of this video is just to say 2022 is coming to a close. We are finishing up our 5th season in business. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody, whether you follow us online, whether you're far away from here. We have people all over the country that know me or have heard about the business through different online groups. So if you're a follower, thank you. If you are a client, we couldn't do this without you. You can't have a business without clients, and we try to do as much as we can to make everybody's yards look great. And we think we do a great job with it. And we're glad that we get to work with you. We look forward to working with you again in 2023. We hope that everybody had a Merry Christmas, a happy holiday if you celebrate something other than Christmas. I celebrate Christmas, so that's what my brain goes to, but I know there's plenty of other holidays around this time, so hope everybody was safe and happy for whatever you may have celebrated, and hopefully you have a good New Year. Happy New Year. 2023 is under 48 hours away. Probably right now it is 12:25, so we're 36 hours away from a new year. That's pretty exciting. Hopefully 2023 is a great year, another great year. 2022 had its challenges, but everybody got through it for the most part, and we look forward to building from there. Another group to thank is, the family and friends who have supported through the years, whether it's been something big, something small. There's all different ways that people have helped us. I can't, off the top of my head, name all the different ways, but just the little things, believing in us, knowing that we can accomplish the goals. We have crazy goals. This year we didn't hit all of them just because of different issues and things that have gone on, but all in all, it was a great year. The one group that I definitely need to say thank you to is our team. We would not have been able to get done what we got done this year without the great team that we have. The majority of you have seen the team out mowing yards this year. I've been more back end and installs, mulch, pruning, leaves, that type of thing. So without them, we would not have been anywhere close to what we accomplished this year. So thank you to them. They are really the lifeblood of this business. And a lot of times you'll see in our different posts, I call it a family because I know that the crew that we have, whether you're officially working for us or you're somebody that just helps us with fixing equipment, telling me, yeah, that's a good idea, or hey, why don't you try this, the different advice that we get through the year. There's a lot of different people who I've talked to over the course of the year that aren't necessarily first response employees, but we would not be where we are without them. It's just it's impossible. You have to have a strong network. You have to have plenty of people, and that's why I call it the FRL family. We are not just a team; we are a family. We're there for each other. We help each other with things outside of the business when we need to, and that's how it should be. That's what we're trying to build here. We don't just want a group of people who go to work every day and they never talk outside of that. It's better when you're a group that gets along, you like each other, you talk, and run ideas by people. A lot of my ideas that I have go through our crew just to see if they think it would work too. And we would not be where we are without them. We've obviously got other people, our family, I said that before. I have strong people behind me who really help push me through some of the tougher times. As I said, 2020 was a tough year. 2021 was better. 2022, it was different. We're in our 5th year. It's a difficult year in small business, and I needed the support of people behind me to get through it. And the business needed that to grow. And we did grow. There were growing pains, obviously. We added the truck. That's, one more piece of the puzzle, but with that comes additional expenses. And the next year is when we'll start to see the return on that, when we can actually schedule out more people. If you know anybody looking to become part of this team, we are looking for full-time staff members. That's something that we're going to need going forward. We have been looking, and it can be difficult, but we want to find that right person. So if you know anyone, have them reach out to me, have them reach out to somebody on the team, and let's get it going. So I did put up a quick clip of our Christmas card from this year that we sent out. If you are a client and you did not get one, thank you, USPS. It got lost in the mail. We did send one to every client that we've worked for this year and some that we've worked in the past that are doing their own yards now. But I'll put up another clip of that way you can see. And after that, we'll go into some clips from the storm that we talked about, and that'll be that. So like I said before, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope everybody has a great 2023. And again, I just wanted to say thank you to all of our followers, our clients, especially our team, the FRL family, and then any of my family that supported me. Obviously, there's too many people to just name, but if you've helped us through the years, you know who you are. I couldn't have done it without you. And, thanks to the people that have helped me keep my head on straight, just whether you're in a Facebook group, whether we've talked over Zoom, text message, whatever, just to get through this growth period. It's been an interesting year. It's been a lot different than being out in the field, and just trying to set the systems up to make this grow into what we hope that it will be someday. So thank you to you as well, and I hope everybody has a safe new year. If you haven't liked, subscribed, please do that. We're going to try to push more videos out this winter, going over different things, some of our equipment, some repairs that we're going to do, and I look forward to a great 2023. Stay safe. We would like to say thank you for a great 2022 season. We're very thankful for all of our clients and for the trust you put in us to take care of your property. We look forward to working with you in 2023. We could not have gotten this far without your support. Also, thank you to everyone else who has supported us in one way or another. Stay safe, the team at FRL. Alright, so it is now Friday morning. I am out in the Chevy with the front and rear plow both on. This storm really, it's basically what they called for. It's maybe an inch or so of snow. It's been raining probably since 7 o'clock, and it was just getting progressively messier. So we sent messages out probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, that anybody who wanted salt, who wanted a scrape, it did not get above our 1-inch trigger, but we know there's some driveways that just need it, especially if they're hills, if they're going to get real slushy. We just did a couple up in Kinnelon. We're going to shoot down, check out a sidewalk in Riverdale on the other edge of our coverage area, finish up in Butler. Not really going to do a whole lot tonight, just the couple that need it, and go from there. Through the first one, we scraped it down at maybe half an inch, but it was a steep slope of a driveway. Threw rock salt down after because that's what they wanted, and that's what they get, and we don't want it to freeze. The temperatures tonight, right now, it's about 37. It's supposed to go up to 40. It's going to be 40 most of the day tomorrow, and probably not going to freeze, but if you leave it sitting there, within a couple days it's going to be frozen, and it looks like next week we're going to be getting a bigger storm. So between the storm the other day, some of that didn't melt off yet. You've got the storm coming next week that who knows what it's going to be. Right now they're saying, right now I haven't seen anything under 8 inches. I've seen up to 12. It'd probably be something in the 6 to 8 range if I were to guess. The ground's going to be cold. Everything's frozen, and that'll be that. That's coming in the 22nd and 23rd, which means we'll spend the 23rd, part of the 24th, getting that cleaned up. That'll still give us time to have Christmas Eve and Christmas, and then right after Christmas looks like we might be getting 2 more storms coming in. So it's going to be a busy couple weeks, and we'll keep plugging away. Right now, I said we're heading down the Riverdale. We just came out of Kinnelon, did a couple up there. The last one we did was mostly slush. It just would have turned into a mess. Originally, we weren't going to do it. It wasn't going to be on the list, but just knowing that driveway, knowing the size of it, the shape, it's a circle drive. It's pretty easy to get in and out. So we wanted to knock it out, get it nice and cleaned up. Now we're going down to check out the sidewalk in Riverdale, like I said. That one's on a main road. The most important thing is to just get salt down on it. It seems like the snow really, it stuck to the line that they were calling for. As soon as you cross 27 going southbound, there was nothing. There was literally nothing. It was completely rain. You come up 23, cross towards the Butler side northbound, and that's when you start seeing the flakes again. You go southbound towards Pequannock, all rain. So it was interesting to see how it came up through that valley, and the Riverdale one, like I said, I think it was mostly rain down there. We'll see when we get there. We'll throw some salt down, make sure we don't have to worry about anybody slipping and falling for the owner, and then we'll come back through, do a little bit on our way, come back through Butler, do some near the house, and then do the driveway at the house, I guess. So we are now heading down that way, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so we're heading out of Riverdale. It was basically what we thought it was going to be. We are south of 287, basically, right on the border. I mean, we're going to cross under 287 in a second. And make sure I don't hit anything. Okay. Alright, so we're getting back onto Hamburg Turnpike and gonna head back through to town. So, like I said, this one was just to check it out, make sure everything was good. We did throw salt down. More of a precautionary thing. It's a main road, and people walk up and down the road all the time. So, salted it. There was no real snow here at all. It's mostly rain. Right now it's probably 37, 38, maybe 39 degrees down here. But who knows what it'll do overnight. Don't want to risk it. Don't want to find out later somebody slipped and fell. People are crazy. Even if it wasn't frozen, somebody could slip and fall and say that it was icy. So now there's rock salt down, due diligence, everybody's good, owner's covered, no problems. So now we'll head back to town. We've got a couple more left to go, probably mostly salting. We saw them earlier and they didn't look terrible. So we'll head up there, we'll do that, and go from there. One interesting thing that I learned today, I was out in the new Ford Truck 3 and found out that the stock tires on that truck are absolutely terrible in snow. The Chevy has had Mickey Thompsons that we've plowed in. It now has Duratracs that do great. Both sets of tires were great. The Ford has Michelins. They're supposed to be all-terrains. Apparently one of those terrains is not snow. When I came through, it was probably 1/8 of an inch of snow, maybe a quarter at most. Hadn't been salted, it didn't look like, but it just, I took a turn and the truck was sideways. They're absolutely terrible tires, especially for a pickup truck in the snow. Now granted, Chevy compared to that truck, right now the Chevy has the rear plow on it, so obviously that's almost 1,000 pounds digging in. Got the toolbox on there, a couple hundred pounds. The Chevy was literally empty, it was fine at that point. Four-wheel drive is tough though to tell, especially when you're in that little amount of snow. It's really not. It's not doing the four-wheel drive. You would think 2, 3, 4 inches of snow at least, and this was a quarter of an inch. So you're going from dry pavement to wet pavement to a little bit of snow. So we were jumping around a little bit, but we got through it, got the truck back, switched over to the Chevy with the plows on it, and now we're out in this. So that was definitely something I wasn't expecting. I thought those tires would be at least drivable in the snow, but they are absolutely terrible. I would not go up a hill in it if I wasn't in four-wheel drive. Even in four-wheel drive was sketchy, but it is what it is, and at some point that truck will have dirt tracks on it. Probably not going to get a plow on the truck this year, so it's not completely necessary, but just for the chance that that truck's out in the snow, I'm probably going to put them on just to be safe. So that's the story on the Ford. Other than that, the Ford's been great. I mean, it's night and day to the Chevy. Chevy's a great truck. It is a work truck. It does what it needs to do. We have put it through its paces. The Ford's only got just under 3,000 miles, but it pulls the trailers, doesn't even feel them, completely loaded with leaves in the dump trailer, and it doesn't even know it's there. It's almost sickening the way it pulls it. That truck has the 7.3 gas engine that they call a Godzilla. It's got the 10-speed transmission. The truck flies. I learned that. It just goes a little bit too fast sometimes. I did notice that, so now I have to be a little more careful. But the truck's great. So now we are turning back into Butler, and we're gonna go do a couple more. Right now it's just about 1 o'clock in the morning. It hasn't been a crazy night. I didn't really start till about 10:30 or so. So knocking out some stuff. Gonna keep going and get it all done. So I will see you in a bit. So that was probably our biggest push. Well, no, Kinnelon I guess was the biggest. This one was close second. First time we've done this driveway. It's a pretty simple one. A couple pushes in, spin around, back in, couple pushes out. Probably get the Drag Pro going on that one at some point. So now we're going over to our last one. Starting to get tired, but that's a good thing. That means we got work done tonight. So everybody that wanted to get done will be done. I'll get my stuff done, go inside, put stuff together on the computer, get some sleep, and then back at it tomorrow, seeing what else we can do. Hopefully the storms aren't like this all year. I'd love to get some light fluffy snow. You know, the 2 to 4 inch storms are great when they're light and fluffy. They're pretty miserable when they are wet and rainy and you're dealing with it in the rain. So we'll see how it goes, and we are now turning onto the street for our last one, and then we'll be heading to the house, and then we'll finish out the video. See you in a bit.